In the hallowed annals of bodybuilding history, much has been said and written about the illustrious Golden Era Bodybuilders, the behemoths who graced the stages with their colossal physiques and sculpted forms. Yet, amidst the resounding echoes of their triumphs, the realm of the Silver Era Bodybuilders remains shrouded in relative obscurity. From the 1940s to the 1970s, a time preceding the Gilded Age of bodybuilding, these pioneers emerged, forging a path that would forever shape the landscape of the sport. In those days, training and nutrition were imbued with a rawness and simplicity that stands in stark contrast to the methods employed today. As their names persist as whispered legends, one question lingers. What made these Silver Era bodybuilders extraordinary during their time, and did their physiques arise from a realm of natural prowess? Within the sun-drenched realm of Muscle Beach in Santa Monica, a haven emerged for the Silver Era bodybuilders of yore. Their presence captivated the pages of magazines, revealing glimpses of their training regimens and dietary pursuits. Among the storied figures who graced those sands were George Eiferman, Dick DuBois, Clancy Ross, and a host of others whose names still evoke admiration. For these indomitable souls, bodybuilding transcended mere exercise; it became a way of life. Their focus rested not solely on fleeting health fads, but on maintaining peak physical condition throughout the year. Unlike the contemporary penchant for bulking and cutting cycles, these luminaries frequently engaged in shows and exhibitions, drawing hordes of spectators to the hallowed grounds of Muscle Beach. Beyond the realm of weights and iron, the Silver Era bodybuilders found themselves in the limelight of television series and movies. Often cast as embodiments of strength and mythic figures like Hercules, their imposing physiques became an emblem of power and allure. But how, one may wonder, did these Silver Era bodybuilders train? Their methods centered on the timeless principles of progressive overload and resistance training, where barbells and dumbbells reigned supreme. In those bygone days, machines were scarce, and cable pulley systems represented a limited technological advance. Consequently, reliance on free weights became the cornerstone of their training philosophy. Their pursuit extended beyond sculpting muscles. They sought to condition their entire being, meticulously discerning the reactions of their bodies to the rigors of training. This intimate understanding served as their compass, guiding them towards progress. Furthermore, the Silver Era bodybuilders placed great emphasis on fortifying their tendons and ligaments, recognizing the importance of strength in these vital connective tissues. As for their training routines, the guiding principle called for at least 3 workouts per week, if not more. Yet they heeded their body's signals, refraining from exercise when fatigue or drowsiness weighed upon them, especially immediately after a meal. Furthermore, these dedicated individuals adhered to a strict schedule, establishing a habitual rhythm in their training endeavors. In the realm of their workouts, novices embarked on a comprehensive full-body routine, encompassing approximately 15 exercises. Mastery of movement took precedence, thus limiting their sets to 1 or 2 per exercise, spanning 10 to 15 repetitions. Their way of life embodied simplicity intertwined with discipline. Following their arduous workouts, the Silver Era bodybuilders indulged in the restorative embrace of a warm shower, culminating in the invigorating cascade of a cold shower. Stretching, a cornerstone of their practice, punctuated their days, occurring at least twice daily. In the realm of slumber, they honored their body's need for rejuvenation, ensuring a minimum of 8 hours of restful sleep. When it came to nourishment, their diet comprised the elemental sustenance of meats, milk, organic fruits and vegetables, and unprocessed carbohydrates. Embracing a conscious aversion to excessive sugar, confections such as cake and candy found no place in their culinary repertoire. Not so long ago, the realm of bodybuilding existed in its natural form, a time when synthetic testosterone was yet to be discovered, and the concept of supplements remained non-existent. During this era, the majority of bodybuilders embraced their natural potential. It was a time when the inaugural beauty, strength, and health competitions took center stage, and the allure of bodybuilding swept across the United States, disseminated through magazines and advertisements. Let us now turn our gaze to 2 remarkable champions who emerged during this epoch, exploring the valuable lessons they imparted on training, nutrition, and lifestyle. Steve Reeves, known as The Shape, stands as a towering figure of the Silver Era, etching his name indelibly into the annals of bodybuilding history. He epitomized the essence of the classic physique with his commanding presence. Broad shoulders, muscular arms, expansive lats, a narrow waist, robust thighs, and awe-inspiring calves. Even today, he remains revered as one of the finest bodybuilders to have graced the stage, admired for his aesthetic appeal and overall charisma. In fact, it is no exaggeration to suggest that the physiques of several iconic superheroes find their origins in Reeves' timeless form. Between 1946 and 1950, he claimed numerous titles, from Mr. America to Mr. Universe, securing victories as Mr. World and Mr. Pacific Coast. Following his relatively brief bodybuilding career, Reeves transitioned into the realm of acting, earning acclaim for his portrayal of the legendary Hercules in Swords and Sandals and various action films of the 1960s. In essence, he embodied the archetype that would later define the iconic Arnold Schwarzenegger. Reeves adhered to a full-body training regimen, performing it thrice weekly, a common practice during that era. In the lead-up to competitions, he would occasionally intensify his conditioning by engaging in 6-day splits, alternating between upper and lower body focus. Although he did not strongly advocate for Olympic weightlifting or powerlifting, Reeves achieved commendable numbers in bodybuilding exercises, including an impressive 110 lbs on the DB incline press, 100 lbs on the French press, and a formidable 70 lbs on the incline DB curl, in a time when the bench angle was 45 degrees. Remarkably, he consistently handled 405 lbs during back squats and deadlifted the same weight, employing a gripping method that would later be recognized as the renowned Reeves deadlift, although the original intent was not to replicate a deadlift, but to perform an entirely different exercise. While these numbers may appear modest by today's standards, it is crucial to note that Reeves completed them within a single workout session lasting between 2 hours and 30 minutes to 3 hours and 30 minutes. His repertoire extended to feats like the one-arm chin-up and a kneeling clean of 220 lbs. Every 2 months he would alternate his repetition ranges, cycling between 6, 8, 8, 12, and 12, 15. Regarding his diet, Reeves embraced a balanced approach, consuming a diverse array of foods. Notably, he was among the first athletes to experiment with peri-workout nutrition, incorporating honey mixed with lemon juice or sipping on orange juice during training sessions to replenish electrolytes and provide easily digestible carbohydrates for fuel. Reeves adhered to a consistent 10 sets of 10 repetitions for each muscle group, varying the angles and resistance by employing a combination of free weights, cables, and machines. After completing a set, he would allow approximately 45-60 seconds of rest, providing ample time for his workout partner to complete their own sets. Leroy Colbert, an iconic figure of the 1950s, embodied the perfect fusion of genetic potential and an unwavering work ethic. His triumph as Mr. New York City in 1952 and subsequent victory as Mr. Eastern America the following year propelled him to the forefront of the bodybuilding world. With a massive upper body, a slender waist, and powerful thighs, Colbert caught the attention of Joe Weider, who recognized his exceptional talent. However, tragedy struck when a severe motorcycle accident in 1995 nearly cost him one of his feet, abruptly ending his competitive career. Despite being unable to train his legs, Colbert redirected his focus towards maximizing the development of his already impressive arms, eventually attaining an extraordinary circumference of 21 inches. This record-breaking feat, achieved during an era when 17 inches was considered remarkable and 18 to 19 inches were the aspirations of only a select few athletes, solidified Colbert's legacy. Remarkably, even at the age of 82, Colbert continued to advocate for full-body workouts and generously shared his wealth of training advice and tips. His YouTube channel, a treasure trove of wisdom and knowledge, remains active and is maintained by one of his close friends following his passing. In various interviews, Colbert delved into his training philosophy, recounting his fondness for high-volume training and his collaboration with the legendary Marvin Eder. During that era, it was customary for trainees to perform 3 to 6 sets per muscle group. However, Colbert dared to push boundaries, executing 10 sets for the less demanding muscles and up to 15 to 20 sets for the more resistant ones, allowing himself no more than a minute or two of rest between sets. Embracing heavy loads, he would challenge himself with top sets and subsequent back-off sets. Noteworthy displays of strength included seated dumbbell curls with 100 lbs, dumbbell rows with 60 kg/130 obs, and dips with an additional 180 to 200 pounds of weight suspended from his legs, all while maintaining his own weight around 200 pounds. Interestingly, there are several parallels between Colbert's training methods and those of Steve Reeves. Both employed the 10x10 scheme, limited exercises to 2 or 3 per muscle group, prioritized short rest intervals, and adhered to a high frequency of training. In Colbert's own words, he embraced a dual approach to achieving his goals. When we wanted to get big, we would train like the devil and eat everything in sight. When we wanted to lose fat, we would train like the devil and eat less. This simple yet effective mindset epitomized Colbert's dedication to sculpting his physique and optimizing his performance. Leroy Colbert's enduring legacy serves as an inspiration to aspiring bodybuilders, his contributions continuing to resonate within the fitness community. His indomitable spirit, unmatched dedication, and groundbreaking achievements have solidified his place among the legends of bodybuilding, forever etching his name in the annals of the sport. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. See you in the